won't really feel like Winterfest on Saturday until later. So that'll be like, it's almost going to be like Fall Fest, but you get to celebrate the Winterfest idea. So that's going to be really nice weather. If you want to head out, that's a perfect day to do it.
Yeah, and of course it's going to be perfect weather for, let's say, some kale soup.
Especially on Sunday. This is going to be the Sunday meal right here.
Yeah, I'm excited for
nice and cold outside.
So what do we need?
All right, let's take a look at the ingredients. Right now we can tell you it's, well, a couple quarts of water, obviously. Then your sausage, a teaspoon of onion powder, some garlic powder, salt, the mushrooms, the apple cider vinegar, and that's where the kale comes in then. And you can't forget about the bacon. Melanie just got a mayor and bacon. She said, like I wasn't going to read that. No, I would definitely read that. So that's all in this pot right here.
Yes,
and
minus the bacon, because I'm going to eat this, well, I was going to take it later, but I don't know if it'll last. Maybe you guys will eat it all for us, but I didn't put the bacon in for this because it had the sausage, which will absolutely create an amazing broth for you. And you know what? It's so quick. But the best part is that we used, this could actually be a bouquet, don't you think?
It does. It looks like a bouquet.
It's so beautiful. I was like, we could actually carry this down the aisle. I mean, it just looks like it's a bouquet.
Throw in a couple flowers.
Well, it is in, you know, of course we're in kale season at this point, so I try to use the vegetables that we actually have on hand so that we can make soups on it. And of course the blustery weather and that's coming, I always say winter's coming, this right here will warm you to the soul. And I served this week in the cafe and everyone seemed to really like it. And you know what? They turned their nose up because it's not the most beautiful soup in the world, but it is definitely...
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You're not going to... It's not... Some of the things you make just have the presentation that's unreal.
Yeah, this one is
not quite, but that's okay. Because wait till you taste it.
Because these leaves are so hearty, I mean, listen to them. I mean,
you hear that
and
crunch.
the good thing is you can actually eat this.
Throw some fresh in.
Yeah, and it's just going to wilt it and still keep its green color. But I did manage to boil a little bit. So basically, you're going to put your water in there. You're going to season it up with some seasoning, which is a teaspoon each of garlic powder and onion powder, which I use a lot. If you haven't noticed, we could do fresh, of course, and then you just put pinches off little pieces of sausage and you put that in the soup as well, or the water, and you bring it to boil. And I go ahead and just totally cut this up right here, these big leaves, and just throw them in there, and then I let it boil for about 20 minutes because you're going to make a nice broth. We also add the salt in there, and it's just about a teaspoon, but you don't have to add as much salt, of course, as I did. And the thing that I always want to put into, I do this a lot with soups, is I actually use vinegar. To counterbalance flavors. Sometimes it needs a little sweet, needs a little sour, just to actually help the soups. I put that in a lot of my soups. In fact, I was talking to Christian, who is ever learning under me. He said, what did you do to that? There's just a flavor in there that I just love. And I said, it's the vinegar. He goes, you've been putting that into a lot of your soups. And I said, because it's a great balance.
Yeah, it really is.
It's and you know what? It's not unusual to serve vinegar with kale anyways. I don't know if you were growing up with a little bit of, you could do lemon juice or you could do lime juice, but we always put a little splash of vinegar on it. Yeah. Mom would open up a can of the stuff, not the fresh stuff, but she did the can, and then she'd just throw some vinegar on that, and it was, to me, it made the greens that were canned palatable. So anyways, let's start with trying this, because this boiled for 20 minutes already. I was afraid it wouldn't come to boil and cook the sausage through if I did this on air.
That's it, though. That's really very simple.
It's 20 minutes. You can throw it in and everything in and just begin to boil. Make sure when you eat this that you get some of the sausage in there, and I can't wait for you to try it to see what you think.
I know. So I told Janet earlier that
she's not loving the idea
of it. I like kale, but I've never had it in a soup, so I was a little nervous, but it smells really good, so we'll see how this is. How do you like it, Tim? What do you think?
That sausage is...
He said he hasn't had much meat lately, if any.
No, I haven't. Since the 7-burger challenge, I haven't really had any red meat.
I'm hoping this really touches... I probably gave you way more.
We have scarred.
Yeah, I had the turkey yesterday, so... Yeah. In fact, Melanie just said you ate a whole turkey yesterday.
You did. Did you?
I mean, I kind of did.
I'm finding people who say, well, I haven't eaten a thing today, and if they... Because I can forget that I've eaten in a day and forget that I had something. So what do you think?
Wow. I don't think I was expecting that flavor.
It's strong. I mean, it's a good strong, but it's strong not in a bad way.
And you're right, that vinegar, it adds that flavor to it.
Did you eat some of the kale?
Oh, I sure did. It's very hearty.
The kale has a little bit of crunch to it still, even though it's been cooked, and it looks like it's, you know, maybe what you find underneath your lawnmower.
Kind of looks like it, but then the fresh kale adds some color to it.
Yes, definitely toss in the fresh kale at the last. It's just going to wilt it and actually give you even more nutrition.
What's unique is this, like the color of the broth. It doesn't look like a hearty soup, but that taste, don't want to fool you. It's a hearty taste.
Sausage makes a great broth.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of red pepper flakes
I love
in there.
I mean,
but I also use the hot sausage too, because I can't do anything without some spice and some heat to it.
Me
All
too.
right, well, we're going to take a look at the recipe one more time. So, here's where you can find it. You can go to WSAZ First Look at 4. It looks like Melanie, do you already have it up there? Yeah.
She does. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Okay. So go to the First Look at 4 Facebook page and you'll find the recipe right on there.
And give it a shot this weekend.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
It'll be a great soup. If somebody wanted to throw spinach in there, if they're like, I just can't do kale, could spinach do the same trick?
Yes, but I'll tell you, spinach is going to not hold up as well. Yes. And so what I would do is I would make the soup and then just throw the spinach in at the last.
So don't cook it.
All right, just in case maybe you're not into kale. But
you don't want a slimy mess, and that's what spinach will tend to do. It gets kind of slimy if it's overcooked. Or
if you're not completely into kale, you will be after you taste this. It's
I
good.
know. I
Thanks,
loved
Janet.
it.
Good mix.
Good stuff.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by.